with new topic, and that is relative pronouns. Children, relative pronouns. Relative means to relate, to join. So relative pronouns are used to join two different sentences. And you can see I have written who, whom, whose, which and that. They are not question words here. Well, we write them under relative pronouns. Okay. They are used to join sentences. So when they are used to join sentences together, they become relative pronouns. And they are not conjunctions. Don't get confused. They are not conjunctions. Who, whom and whose. They are used to join sentences when we talk about person, related to person. At that time, we use who, whom, whose for joining. And which or that. We can use both when we talk about animals and things. When we have to relate two sentences related to animals and things. Okay? We will see examples. Now let us try to understand with the help of examples. Children, I have written who, whom and whose. Uses of these words for joining the sentences. Who, we have to use who to join the sentences when we have to use this for person. Okay? And when the person is used in place of subject. It means when subjective case of noun or pronoun is there. Number two, whom. We have to use whom for joining when noun or pronoun is used in its objective form. Okay? Objective case. Whose. This is used when noun or pronouns are in its possessive form. So let's see how to join these sentences using these relative pronouns. This is the man he met with an accident. You can see one sentence, this is the man. Second sentence, he met with an accident. Now you think in first sentence we don't have to change anything. Okay, we have to join these two sentences into one. How? Using these relative pronouns. Now he met with an accident. You see which word is, which noun is repeated? Noun or pronoun. This is the man. He met with an accident. Means he. He is the same person we are talking about, man, and he is used for man. So we have to remove he, and he, this is subjective form. You can see it is used in place of subject. So pronoun is in the form of subjective. So we have to remove this. And we have to choose, you tell me, which one will be used? Who, whom, whose. He is used in the place of subject. It means its case is subjective. For subjective, we have to use who. Where? In place of this. Now let's. First, we have to remove this because we have to make one sentence. This is the man. We don't have to do anything in the first sentence. Now, in place of he, we have to remove full stop because we have made one sentence. This is the man. Now we can write here who in place of who. Now we have to copy. Met with an accident. Clear? It means removal of full stop, then uses of these relative pronouns, you have to choose one, and now we have to copy the sentence. This is the man who met with an accident. Clear? Now number two, this is the magician. We saw him yesterday. Now, we are talking about magician. Okay, that is okay. Now, we saw him yesterday. Now you see, which one is repeated here? We saw him. It means we are talking about magician. Him refers back to magician. It means we can remove this him and we can choose one of these relative pronouns. And him. This is used after verb. It means it is used in place of object. It means objective case. So for removing him, what we have to choose? You can see subjective who, objective whom, possessive whose. So this is used in place of object. So we have to choose whom. It means we have to write in place of this whom. This is the magician. Now just after we have to write, okay, just after, because this relative pronoun is used for magician only. So we have to write whom we saw. Now we don't have to repeat because we have already written yesterday. Clear? It means for which person you have used these relative pronouns, you have to write just after that. After that. Okay, we have written here who. You can see after man we have written. Okay. Here magician, after magician we have written here. Now next, this is the boy. His pen is lost. You can see this is the boy. His pen is lost. His. This is used in its possessive form. And his, this is used for boy. Whose pen? Boy's pen. It means this is repeated one. And we can remove and we have to write one among these three. And you have to choose. This is in possessive form. So you choose one. Subjective case, whenever subjective case we have to write who. Whenever objective case we have to write whom. And whenever the noun or pronoun is written in its possessive form, possessive case we have to write whose. So we can remove this and we have to write whose. Let's write. This is the boy. We don't have to change in first part. Now we have to write in place of his, whose pen is lost. Clear? Now let us see how to use which and that as relative pronoun to join the sentences. Which and that. We can use any one of them for animals and non-living things. This is the horse. It won the race. Here, this is the horse. We are talking about horse and it won the race. It. This is used for horse. Means it is repeated. Okay. So we have to join these two sentences by removing this word, it. And you know what, in place of subject it is written? We have to use one of them. Which or that. We can write anyone. This is the horse which, we can use which in place of it. Won a race. Okay. And you have to keep in mind that whenever you will use, means we will join by use of these words, relative pronouns, you have to write that relative pronoun just after the thing, the person or place, whatever that is. Just after. It means it is used for horse here. You can see it is placed just before. Next, this is the house Ashok built it. Here two sentences are written and you can see which one is repeated. Noun or pronoun. This is the house. We are talking about house. Okay. Ashok built it. And this word is used for house. It means we have to avoid repetition as the rules of pronoun is. So we have to remove it. This is it is built it. It means this is used as object, and you know in subject also, in subjective case and objective case we have to write it as it is. It only. So we will write this is, first time we have to write the same. This is the house. Okay? It means this is used for house. Clear? Now next, my brother lives in Delhi. Delhi is the capital of India. Now you tell me, you think which one is repeated? It is clearly seen, my brother lives in Delhi. Delhi is the capital of India. It is Delhi. This is repeated. So we have to remove one. In first sentence, we cannot do it. We have to remove in second sentence, and we have to remove that word. In place of that, we have to use which or that, whatever. Okay? We will pronounce our. My brother lives in Delhi, so we will write the same. My brother lives in Delhi. Which or that, what will you will write? You can choose. Write which. My brother lives in Delhi, which is the capital of India. And you can see this is used, this is written just after that word for which it is used. It means it refers back. Okay, here also it refers back. Here also it refers back.